Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Mr. Outlaw. Once again, back here to talk about some smokeless image products. And today, actually, what I'm going to talk about is the brand new X2 Clearomizer, the version that they just came out with. It's branded Volt. You can see written on here, it says Volt, and down on the bottom, it says smokeless image. They look nice. They actually look the same as the old Clearomizers. These are the old ones. These are the new ones. Okay, they look the same. The difference is, first of all, my original old ones have short wicks on them. These have the longer wicks in them. But the difference supposed to be is the old ones had a problem with juices leaching in them and cracking them. Some of the more highly acidic juices, like the cinnamons, I know that TPA Ripe Banana did it. Some of the clove juices, some of anything really highly acidic, the limes and the oranges and some things like that. So actually what I wanted to do was I wanted to do an experiment today. So I went ahead and I ordered two of these. I bought a red one and a yellow one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up one of the old ones and one of the new ones with a juice that I know will crack the Clearomizer. If this juice doesn't crack one, nothing will. I actually went ahead and I do make some of my own juice. So I went ahead and I made up a little bottle. This is not vapable. All it is PG. There's got no nicotine in it, and it's 20% cinnamon flavor, 20% maraschino cherry, and 20% of an orange, essential oil orange. So all three of those are known to crack Clearomizers. So this has got 60% flavoring. Most of the juices we vape only have like 10 to 20%. So if anything's going to crack one, it's going to be this. And again, I have no intentions on vaping this juice. I simply wanted something that I know would crack a tank. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up two Clearomizers. An old one again. My green one is the old one. My yellow one is the new one. I'm going to fill them both up. Let them sit for 24 hours, and then I'm going to come back and see how they did. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill these up. Okay. And remember, the key to these is, again, make sure you don't get them down the middle. They're pretty easy to fill. Just drip it down in there. Okay, I'm going to fill it up to about the 1.4 mark because I only made about 3 milliliters of this. And then I'm going to put the cap on it. And I'm going to put it in a bowl because I have a feeling it's going to crack it and it's going to leak juice all over the place. And I can tell you this stuff is already smells. It is. Really, the aroma is filling up the room. Okay, so let's put a little more in there. So again, we're up to about the 1.4 mark on that as well. And again, this is the new branded one. Okay. And I'll put the cap on this one too. I would not be surprised if this juice eats up the cap. But what I really want to know is, does it eat up the tank? Okay, so we'll put that in a separate bowl, and I'm going to put those to the side, and I want to go ahead and test one of these out. I did just fill it up with homemade root beer that I made. Now, the root beers are known to crack it too, so I could be out $10 instead of $5. So let me go ahead. This is actually a 650 X2 with the camo. The camo sticker on it, and I actually have a VV Nova on here, so I'm just going to take that off. Okay. Take off my little adapter for my VV Nova. And let's go ahead and screw this right on here. Okay, again, it does look good on the X2, even though it looks kind of funny with a red one and a green camo. It gives good flavor. It's got a nice warm vape to it. I can taste everything. I'm not getting any juice in my mouth. Gives a lot of vapor. And like I said, from what I understand, there's no real difference between these and the old ones. other than the type of plastic. The old ones are made with a polycarbonate. We have no idea what these are made from. Smokeless Image hasn't told us, just they've told us that they're not supposed to crack from the leaching of juices. Okay, so they do look good. They look the same. I like the fact that it's got the logo on there. Nobody else has these right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video, and we're going to come back in 24 hours and check out on those two Clearomizers and how the juice did in them. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm back. It hasn't been 24 hours yet. It's been about 30 minutes, and I just wanted to give you an update of what was going on with these so far. And here we go. Here's the new one. It looks pretty good. I don't see any clouding on the Clearomizer at all. The juice is still in there. Okay. This is the old one, and we can see, you can barely see anything in it at this point. Again, it's been about 30 minutes, and it is definitely starting to cloud up and crack in there. Okay, so that's just an update after about 30 minutes, and like I said, we'll come back in a day. One thing I can tell you is that this is warm. Now, it has not been vaped, and it is warm. It's almost like you can feel it melting, and you can look in there, and you can barely see through the Clearomizer. So this one is definitely melting and leaching, and this one looks pretty good so far. I mean, we can see it's pretty clear. Okay, so that's 30 minutes, and like I said, we're going to come back tomorrow. Okay guys, we're back. It's been 24 hours, and let's take a look and see what happened. And just a reminder, we used a very high concentrated flavoring juices. I used PG with 20% cinnamon, 20% essential oil orange, and 20% maraschino cherry. So 60% flavoring. Normally we only use between 5 to 20% at most flavoring. I put 60% flavoring of 3 highly acidic flavors in there. So let's take a look at what happened here. Okay, so this is our old Clearomizer, and I am wearing gloves so that I don't get this stuff on my hand. It has completely melted apart. You can see it is still gooey. Okay, we can see it has cracked. Okay, it's cracked all the way around. The bottom has come off. This thing is completely shot. Okay, it's done. So let's take a look at the new one. Okay, and this is our new one. Okay, now a little bit of bad news. We did cloud the new one, which I expected we might. Again, we put 3 very highly acidic in super high concentrations, almost 100%. The cinnamon and the essential oil are not artificial flavorings. They were pure oils. So that's the new one. It's a little cloudy. It actually didn't cloud until I tried to clean it. I rinsed it out with a bunch of water. I probably should have waited to do it on video, because before I put it in the water, it was completely clear. So, but what I wanted to do was test and see if it's still vapeable. Oh, just in case you were curious, so this is the one that I put the root beer in yesterday. In normal concentration, it had 12% root beer flavoring, which again was also known to crack the old Clearomizers, and this one is just fine. Okay, so what I've done is I'm going to do a 60-40 combination of propylene glycol, PG, and vegetable glycerin, VG. And I'm going to put it in with no flavoring, and we're going to check and see whether it's vapes. I've already filled up my syringe. The only reason I'm using a syringe to fill is because my PG and my VG are in such high, in bottles and not in drips. Okay, I'm not putting any flavoring in. I actually think that there's still flavoring in there from, and you can see even the top has not cracked. I've screwed on tight. It's not melted. So put it on my 900X2. And that came out good. Actually, the wicks, I think, still has some of the flavoring in them, so that little bit that's still in there has actually flavored the BG and the VG that I put in there, and I can taste it. It's actually a good combination of tastes, but as you can see, it still vapes well. My battery terminal is clear, so it's not leaking. It's not leaking upside down. There's nothing leaking out on the bottom. So we did cloud it up a little bit. We didn't crack it. So what is my conclusion? My conclusion is you should feel pretty safe using any of the juices that were known to crack the Clearomizers before with these new Smokeless Image Volt branded ones. Why do I say that even though this is clouded? Because we, again, put this through a rigorous test. Compare what I did to this through every test that a car manufacturer puts their cars through with test dummies. You know, that's what we just did. I just ran it through every test dummy thing that you can think of, and it didn't crack. So, my personal opinion is, good job, Smokeless Image. You guys did a great job, and we've got a Clearomizer that I personally think that we shouldn't have to worry about with cracking. Again, it's only my opinion. It was a home experiment, you know, but based on what I put on here, what happened to the old one and what's happened to the new one, I think that we're pretty safe in putting the juices in these without worrying about them cracking. So, good job, Smokeless Image. Until next time, that's my video, guys. If you like it, hit the like button down there on the bottom. Other than that, happy vaping.